Hello, it's me again, Samantha Wong. So I received questions from some ManyChat friends. They are asking me how do they unsubscribe people or how do they do housekeeping in ManyChat. So I find that this is quite interesting that there are still people out there that is not aware. So I would like to make this video to share with you how do I usually do it. So let's dive in. ManyChat has recently changed their charging scheme. They more or less open up all their features, but they limit it to 1,000 contacts. So what does it mean? It actually means you now have a maximum number of subscribers, which is 1,000. After 1,000, you will no longer be able to use the feature anymore, and ManyChat will also not allow you to send messages. So it's quite different from last time, because last time you can still send a message, you can still have endless numbers of subscribers, but the feature is limited. So pros and cons, but then it opened up more opportunity to new users to use ManyChat, which I look at it is a good thing. So since ManyChat changed their pricing scheme, so I also find it quite interesting and important in order to know how to do housekeeping so that your number of subscribers will not keep going up, keep growing, and you need to keep paying for those subscribers. So in my point of view, I would look at it as to cut down on the subscriber. I don't need so many subscribers anyway. If they don't interact with me, they don't buy my things, they don't even look at my message, I don't need them. So I need to think of ways to remove them, to unsubscribe them in a friendlier manner. So here's how I do it. The first method is to have an option for them to unsubscribe when I am running a sponsored message. What is a sponsored message? Well, sponsored message is a little bit different from the normal Facebook Messenger ad. Sponsored message is I forcefully send a message into that person's Messenger inbox. So when I am doing this kind of ads, I myself know that I'm quite forceful. So what I do is I give them an unsubscribe button. If they like the message, they like my promotion, they like my product, they can continue talking to me, or they can even convert themselves. But if they don't like it, they can actually click on the unsubscribe button, and there goes. I can just say goodbye to them, no harm. And if they are so keen to click on that unsubscribe button, meaning they do not like my product or my services at all, or they're not interested to stay on, so it's fine to let them go, because anyhow I won't be able to convert them anyway. So just let them go. But for the other method, where the Facebook Messenger ad, the normal ads that I'm running, I don't put an unsubscribe button over there. The reason is because that ad is not forcing you to see. All right, you are only able to come into my message when you click on the ad. So it is you clicking on the ad. I did not force you to read it. So I don't give you an unsubscribe button. But there are also cases where people will actually insert the unsubscribe button into their menu, which I don't really practice this, because that menu is quite visible, especially depending on what phone you use. So if you use an Android phone, that unsubscribe button is very visible. So people will either accidentally click on it or purposely click on it or anything. That button is very easily clicked. So I don't use that unsubscribe in the menu. I just turn it off, remove it from the menu. So this is how I put my unsubscribe button. The second method that I use is basically setting up rules. The rules that I set is quite simple. So I'll have this text or custom field in for each of my customers. If after a certain period they do not have this tag or they do not interact with me anymore, so that I will actually unsubscribe them, the rules will actually kick in and unsubscribe them. I will show you on my screen so that you know what I'm talking about. Let's switch to my screen. So this is how I usually set rules to unsubscribe inactive users. I will actually have tags and custom fields for my customers depending on different situation. So I'll utilize those things when I need to unsubscribe people. So what I do, I create a rule, custom rule, and I rename it unsubscribe inactive users. Right. and then I'll set the trigger. On this particular example, I'll use a date and time trigger. And this trigger goes off when? It's up to you to set. So for me, example, I want to do it 100 days after a condition, which is after they subscribe to my bot. And fill time, I'll just leave it. Fill time actually means that whatever time that they subscribe. Example, if they subscribe at 1 o'clock, then 100 days later at 1 o'clock, they will be unsubscribed if they fall under this rule. So the condition that I will use is tags. Usually for whatever products or services that I'm selling using a chatbot, I will have a tag for them for me to know that they actually bought my things. So in this condition, if the tag isn't the buy tag that I created for those particular people, then I can set an action to unsubscribe them from the bot. Here you go, unsubscribe from bot. All right, and then when I hit save and then activate it, there you go. These are the methods that I use to do my housekeeping to maintain my subscriber base. I actually tried to maintain it to a certain tier so that I don't need to pay a certain amount. But however, I find that I couldn't be too aggressively doing it because to subscribe them back is a hassle. So initially, I unsubscribed people very aggressively, and then I found out that it's a hassle to subscribe them back. It's a mess. So I kind of like do it based on the rules and also based on whatever conditions that I want to set, so I don't do it so aggressively, so that I won't give so much trouble to my subscriber when they finally are interested with my product. Because some of them, they will stay on with you for like 6 months, 8 months. Suddenly they are interested in your product and they want to buy. But if you have already unsubscribed them, then there comes the trouble. To subscribe them back, there is no other method other than they type a certain keywords to subscribe back to your bot. Or at least, to my knowledge, I haven't found a very smooth method yet. So how I subscribe them back is basically ask them to type start again, so that the bot will automatically subscribe them back. And to date, this is still the method that I'm using. Unless you guys have any other better method that you could share with me, please tell me. Or else this is still the quite manual way, I would say. But manual as in I need to tell them, the bot need to tell them, please type start. The other method is I actually use a condition to filter. If let's say this person already unsubscribed and the bot actually know that this person unsubscribed or haven't subscribed yet, the bot will actually ask him, hey, why don't you type start to subscribe, something like that. So how do you actually subscribe those users back? Like I said, you will need to ask them to type start. But I won't be around to reply them all the time. So what I do is I will actually set a condition to do it. I'll set under the default reply. So whenever they type in any message, I will actually set a condition to check for existing contact. False. If it's false, means they're not in my current active subscriber base. Then I'll actually send them this message to tell them, hey, it seems like you've unsubscribed from us. Please type start so that we can text you again. So publish. So when they type start, your default keyword for start or subscribe will actually kick in. And then they will then be subscribed back. So yeah, but still, if let's say the person used to be your subscriber, and right now, because you only myself know that I've unsubscribed him or her, now I need to ask the person to type start to come back to my bot. So, well, I'm lucky to have subscribers that is good enough to type for me, but there are also quite a low percentage of them. There are a few of them that would actually like ignore me. They would like just stop. They just don't want to reply me anymore. They don't type start. They don't want to reply me anymore. Although I requested them to do so. So yeah, you will have to face this situation if, let's say, you decided to unsubscribe everybody. I have a friend who unsubscribed his subscribers almost every month because his traffic is very high. But that's his choice. He actually knows about the type start thing and so on, but that's his choice. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to manage your housekeeping, your subscribers and all. But to me, this is my practice. So I'm just sharing with you how I usually do my housekeeping. I hope you enjoy the video. And once again, I'm Samantha Wong. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.